Antarctica, the icy continent at the southernmost tip of the planet, is renowned for its vast and desolate landscapes. In the midst of the frozen expanse, one can find peculiar formations, objects, and animals that defy the imagination. In this video, we'll be looking at what makes Antarctica one of the most bizarre places on the planet. From a terrifying bristleworm to awesome cube-like ice formations, here are 20 very strange things about Antarctica. Number 20. Mysterious oval structure. Antarctica is undeniably one of the least explored places in the world. Because of its vastness and frigid temperatures, it's extremely challenging to uncover all of its secrets both above and below the ice. Thanks to technology, researchers have made significant progress in the pursuit of knowledge. Individuals who are curious about the southernmost continent may also do their own sleuthing by reviewing countless satellite images. The number of strange structures discovered in Antarctica through Google Maps or Google Earth is astounding. People have allegedly found grand pyramids, crashed UFOs, and top-secret bases in the continent. The place really is shrouded in mystery and intrigue. One of the images making its round on the internet is this puzzling oval structure on the ice. Some people are convinced that this is man-made or even alien-made. Theories suggest that the structure, measuring 400 feet across, is evidence of a civilization in the distant past when the conditions in Antarctica were still hospitable. Scientists have claimed for decades that the idea of an ancient human civilization in Antarctica is highly unlikely. They say that the continent has been covered in ice for 15 million years, long before the first known human civilization ever existed. It also seemed really improbable for humans to establish settlements in the frozen desert of Antarctica, especially since scientists, with all of their advanced technology, still struggle to live there. Do you believe Antarctica was once home to an ancient civilization? Number 19. Loch Ness Monster. Paleontologists may have found physical evidence of the Loch Ness Monster from the icy depths of Antarctica. Well, it's actually the remains of an extinct reptile, but its huge and monstrous appearance resembles the mythical creature a lot. Millions of years ago, this Elasmosaurid inhabited the Earth along with the ferocious dinosaurs. It had a long neck and a 36-foot-long body, weighing up to 15 tons. Just imagine how scary it would be to see such a creature underwater. Researchers discovered the remains of this giant on Antarctica's Seymour Island in 1989, but recovering the fossils was a huge undertaking. In fact, scientists weren't able to fully extricate the specimen until 2017. It's fascinating to discover the monsters of the deep that existed millions of years ago. As scientists continue to investigate our planet's rich history, it's likely that they'll recover the remains of many more monsters in the future. Number 18. Mystery of the missing Adelie penguins. Scientists who had been keeping track of an Adelie penguin colony made a tragic discovery when they saw that the population had dropped from 160,000 in 2011 to a mere 10,000 after 4 years. The numbers were surprising, and the researchers couldn't help but wonder what had happened to the Adelie penguins. Back in 2010, the penguins experienced a drastic change in their environment when a huge iceberg the size of Rome grounded close to their habitat, effectively hindering their access to the coast where they usually hunt fish for food. The researchers who noticed the colony's dwindling numbers presumed that the iceberg was such a huge obstacle that about 150,000 penguins died. Other experts, though, suggested that this grim theory was not the only possible explanation for the colony's drop in numbers. It was also probable that the majority of the penguins simply waddled off to find a different home after the presence of the iceberg made life too difficult for them. The mass relocation could have happened within the 4 years that the colony was not being observed. However, unless further investigation is done about the matter, we can't really know for sure what happened to all those penguins that seemingly disappeared. Number 17. Baleen whale feeding frenzy. Cruise ship passengers near Antarctica were treated to a fascinating spectacle in the ocean when a huge congregation of baleen whales flocked together to enjoy a feast of krill. The feeding frenzy covered a vast area, as far as the passengers' eyes could see. It's estimated that they witnessed up to 1,000 whales at that time. There were so many of them in that area that they were already bumping into each other. The place also eventually smelled like rotten broccoli because of the whales' breath. The reason for this feeding frenzy was the presence of a massive swarm of tiny swimming crustaceans called Antarctic krill. Their huge numbers attracted the aggregation of whales and also thousands of seabirds. It's believed that a recent phytoplankton bloom aided in the rapid explosion in the krill population, and since the area was a massive upwelling zone, the creatures were forced up to the surface, becoming food for thousands of other animals. At the sight of such a huge group of baleen whales, conservationists felt hopeful that the population of these animals are increasing. However, they're still considered vulnerable to extinction. Number 16. Upside-down sea anemone. Antarctica may not have a lot of animals compared to the other continents in the world, but it is home to some of the Earth's most bizarre creatures. At the bottom of the sea ice in the Ross Sea, scientists found a mysterious sea anemone that spends its entire life upside down. Dubbed Edwardsilia andrille, its appearance is very strange indeed, with its slimy, opaque white body and delicate-looking tentacles. Another thing unique about this creature is that it lives in sea ice, not on rocks or reefs like the other animals of its kind. It's fascinating how this sea anemone has adapted to thrive under the freezing ice shelves of Antarctica. Researchers made this chance discovery while they were conducting environmental surveys to test their underwater equipment. During one of the tests, the researchers brought their ROV down to a depth of 984 feet. That's when its camera systems captured something interesting. Footage showed that the ice looked strangely fuzzy, but when the researchers examined it further, they realized that there were tentacles sticking out of the ice. Then, when the ROV approached the figures, they quickly retreated to their hole. While little is known about the mysterious sea anemone, this discovery has opened up exciting possibilities of what creatures could be hiding beneath Antarctica's sea ice. Number 15. Oil-eating bacteria. When we think of Antarctica, the animals that first come to mind are usually penguins and seals. However, scientists are now turning their attention to a different kind of living creature native to the continent, something that is not usually noticed. These creatures are microorganisms that have the ability to eat fuel. According to scientists, research into these tiny microbes may lead to natural and effective ways to clean up pollution caused by diesel or plastic. For the study, researchers used the microbes to clean soil affected by diesel. Scientists provided the bacteria with nitrogen, humidity, and aeration to support them in this task. Results showed that they were successful in degrading diesel in the test environment. Scientists are eager to study these oil-eating bacteria more to further understand their capabilities and how these could be utilized in bigger cleanup operations. Number 14. Robot spies on penguins. Scientists have recently developed an advanced spy robot, but it's not for monitoring humans. Instead, the machine spies on penguins. Surrounded by thousands of emperor penguins, Echo the robot faithfully keeps an eye on the birds, creeping over the icy terrain as discreetly as possible. In order for the technology to work, each penguin must be physically captured and tagged on their backs so that they could be tracked. But after this, scientists would no longer need to visit the site themselves, since Echo can easily roll up to the birds and scan their tags to collect data. It's also a good thing that the penguins are not afraid of the robot. Echo is an autonomous remote-controlled robot that collects real-time year-round data on the Southern Ocean marine ecosystems. By monitoring the conditions of emperor penguins, scientists would have a general idea about the health of the entire ecosystem. Significant changes in what they hunt, swim, mate, or give birth could be telltale signs that there are dangers in the environment. Number 13. Valuable penguin poop. Aside from Echo, scientists have found another way of tracking penguins. Although not as cool as using a robot spy, researchers have been successful in spotting penguin colonies and determining their numbers by observing their poop through satellites. For over 3 decades, guano stains have been instrumental in monitoring penguin populations. Because the stains are so large, they can actually be tracked by satellites. Thanks to NASA's Earth-observing Landsat satellites, researchers have been able to utilize this technology to track penguin populations and discover previously unknown colonies. Satellite technology has played a pivotal role in this monumental task. One such discovery was made in the Danger Islands, an area rarely surveyed due to the challenging sea ice cover. Scientists also spotted approximately 166,000 penguins on Brash Island, along with 23,000 penguins on Earl Island and 7,000 penguins on Darwin Island. These findings highlight the power of satellite technology in providing accurate and comprehensive data on penguin populations. Number 12. Rare all-white penguin. Situated in the Atlantic Ocean between Argentina and Antarctica, South Georgia Island holds a special place in history and wildlife. It served as the backdrop for Ernest Shackleton's heroic crossing in 1916, a testament to human resilience. Today, the island is a sanctuary for numerous penguin species. Among the bustling colony of king penguins, macaronis, chinstraps, and gentoos, a sight catches the eye of Noah Stryker, an expedition ornithologist exploring Antarctica. In the sea of black and white, he spots a solitary penguin with a striking appearance because of its snowy white coat. He couldn't really determine if the penguin was an albino, leucistic, or something else, but he did know that it was truly a rare find. The predominantly black and white plumage of penguins serves a crucial purpose of marine camouflage. Known as countershading, this coloration allows penguins to blend seamlessly into the ocean, both from below and above. However, for an all-white penguin, sneaking up on prey underwater or hiding from predators could be more challenging due to their lack of camouflage. Despite its unconventional appearance, the all-white Gentoo penguin appears to be in good health. Its colony members seem to accept it as a unique individual, allowing it to integrate and mingle freely among them. Number 11. Discovery of a new island. In a remarkable turn of events, a never-before-seen island has recently emerged off the coast of Antarctica. This extraordinary discovery was made by the members of the Thwaites Offshore Research Project, or Thor for short. During an expedition to the Pine Island Bay, the Thor project researchers noticed the presence of an uncharted island as their research vessel passed through the region. The island, which they later named Sif after the wife of thunder god Thor, was presumably once concealed beneath the ice. Because of the melting glacier, the landmass was now exposed. Researchers wasted no time in conducting initial investigations and collecting samples from the island. They found traces of granite on the island, which can provide valuable insights into the shifting dynamics of the continent. The emergence of Sif Island is just one example of the dramatic changes occurring in Antarctica due to rising temperatures. Recent satellite images released by NASA have shown significant melting on the northern tip of the Antarctic Peninsula. Eagle Island, located in the region, experienced a period of extreme heat, leading to the melting of a substantial portion of its snow and ice cover. Melting events continue to be a cause for concern among scientists, but they sometimes also lead to the amazing discovery of structures that were once hidden from our eyes. Number 10. Creepy golden bristleworm. Antarctica is not a stranger to freaky animals. Just take a look at this little guy. Doesn't it give you the creeps? Despite looking like a Christmas ornament, the appearance of this strange bristleworm in Antarctica is far from cheery. It's very different from the worms that we're familiar with, and even looks like an alien creature. What's worse is that it can grow up to 8 inches long. Yikes! This odd-looking worm, called Eulogisca gigantea, can be found in the Southern Ocean near Antarctica. This species has very distinct bristles because of their bright gold color. It's believed that the bristles are used to move along the ocean floor and to defend itself against predators. Its frightening jaws and sharp teeth indicate that it preys on other animals or scavenges for food. The discovery of this bristleworm just proves how bizarre the ocean depths could be. Number 9. Mystery particles blast up from Antarctic ice. Something extraordinary was recently discovered in Antarctica that has left scientists baffled and questioning the fundamental laws of physics. In the field of particle physics, the collection of known particles, named the Standard Model, forms the foundation of our understanding of the universe. However, according to the Standard Model, high-energy particles like cosmic rays should not be able to penetrate the Earth and emerge on the other side. This is because, in theory, these energetic particles are highly likely to collide with matter and never escape the depths of our planet. Yet, since March 2016, 2 events in Antarctica have defied this expectation, capturing the attention of researchers. NASA's Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna, or ANITA, is a balloon-borne antenna that's designed to detect cosmic rays from outer space. However, data from ANITA caused a stir within the scientific community when it unexpectedly detected particles emanating from the Antarctic ice instead of descending from the cosmos. This unprecedented observation led scientists to speculate the existence of previously unknown particles. A team of physicists led by Peter Gorman, Alex Staszewski, and Eric Oberle at the University of Hawaii, along with collaborators from around the world, began investigating these mysterious upward-moving particles recorded by ANITA. They meticulously analyzed data collected by other detectors, including the IceCube Neutrino Observatory, to identify similar events. To their astonishment, they discovered several instances of upward-going events that had previously gone unnoticed. So while the findings are intriguing, every physicist agrees that further data is essential to verify the groundbreaking implications of the ANITA and IceCube discoveries. Number 8. Blue whales make a comeback. The largest animal to have ever existed, the critically endangered blue whale has made a delightful return to the waters near the remote island of South Georgia, located in Antarctica. Researchers conducting a recent survey around the subantarctic island were astounded to find dozens of blue whales, compared to only one sighting between 1998 and 2018. South Georgia became a hub for industrial whaling in the early 20th century, particularly for humpback and blue whales. The blue whale population dropped to a mere 0.15% of its population before intensive whaling activities in the 1930s, with over 42,000 whales hunted between 1904 and 1971. The scientists described the situation as a stroke of luck that the blue whales weren't completely wiped out. The British-led expedition recorded an astonishing 38 sightings of blue whales on the surface over a span of a few weeks, amounting to a total of 58 individual whales. Additionally, they detected numerous whale songs from the reviving population. These findings not only confirmed the presence of blue whales, but also hinted at the potential recovery of their population in the region. The reappearance of blue whales near South Georgia is a cause for celebration and also a cause to action for all of us to continue safeguarding marine life. Number 7. Antarctica is getting taller. It may sound pretty weird, but due to some geologic processes, the bedrock under Antarctica is steadily rising about 1.6 inches per year, making the continent grow taller. What could be causing this phenomenon? Well, scientists say that thinning ice may be the culprit. According to their theories, as the ice in Antarctica continues to melt, the weight on the bedrock becomes lighter. It's then pushed up by the flow of the Earth's mantle. What's astounding, though, is that scientists previously thought that the rising of the bedrock happened over thousands or tens of thousands of years. Their findings reveal otherwise, showing that the lifting of the bedrock has happened rapidly, over centuries or decades. Scientists suggest that this dramatic effect may be because the mantle underneath Antarctica's bedrock is fast-moving and fluid. This discovery demonstrates the huge impact that ice loss in Antarctica has on our world. It's even making the southernmost continent taller, drastically changing its physical structure. Number 6. Ghost Base Operations. In the heart of Antarctica's burnt ice shelf, amidst the extreme cold and darkness of the Antarctic winter, there lies an eerie ghost station that's regularly left abandoned for several months. However, even if the research base is unmanned, it's still able to autonomously carry out vital scientific work in the frigid environment. The Antarctic winter poses unique challenges that make it unsafe for researchers to remain at the Halley 6 research station. As a result, the station undergoes an annual abandonment, temporarily suspending its scientific activities during the winter months. However, this does not mean that the important work conducted at Halley 6 comes to a halt. The station's automated systems ensure that crucial climate, ozone, and space weather measurements continue to be collected and transmitted back to researchers, providing invaluable data on the region's changing environment. Central to the automation platform is a microturbine, affectionately dubbed the jet engine in a box by researchers. Housed in a temperature-controlled container, the microturbine operates continuously, running on an autonomous fueling system. This innovative power source keeps the lights on and ensures the functionality of Halley 6's various scientific instruments. The ability to keep scientific instrumentation switched on, even in extreme and inhospitable environments, is of paramount importance. The discoveries made at research stations like Halley 6 have far-reaching implications and contribute significantly to our understanding of the world. The uninterrupted collection of data, even during winter closures, ensures that researchers do not miss out on vital information and scientific breakthroughs. Number 5. Giant ice cubes. The strangest and also most breathtaking things can happen in Antarctica. One of the examples of this is the bizarre formations that can be found in the continent. For instance, these giant ice structures resembling sugar cubes have been spotted in certain areas of Antarctica, raising questions about their origin and formation. The cubes are so mind-blowing that people speculate that they could have been constructed by an intelligent civilization. This captivating image, titled Icy Sugar Cubes, was taken in 1995 over the English coast on the southern Antarctic peninsula. It showcases the mesmerizing beauty of these rectangular ice formations. The photograph won the prestigious top prize in the Royal Society's annual scientific photography competition in 2017. Even if the formation looks too incredible to be totally natural, scientists insist that there is a scientific explanation for this phenomena. According to them, Antarctica's colossal ice masses are in a constant state of motion. As the ice spreads and thins, it develops cracks. Initially, these cracks form parallel to the ice's forward motion, resulting in a series of horizontal crevices. As time progresses, another set of cracks emerge perpendicular to the ice flow, ultimately contributing to the creation of the distinct grid-like pattern observed in the giant ice cubes. Number 4. Seals help researchers. Antarctica's extreme weather conditions and thick ice sheets pose significant challenges for researchers seeking to explore its vast and mysterious waters. However, a team of Japanese scientists has found an innovative solution to overcome these obstacles, enlisting the help of an unexpected ally: seals. In a remarkable display of collaboration between humans and marine animals, the researchers devised a project that involved equipping Weddell seals with satellite data loggers. These loggers, attached to the seals' heads, allowed scientists to collect crucial information about the ocean's characteristics in the most inhospitable regions of Antarctica. 8 seals, equipped with their high-tech headgear, embarked on an extraordinary mission to gather data during the winter months of the southern hemisphere. The data the seals collected provided invaluable insights into water temperatures, salt levels, and oceanic flows in Antarctica's Southern Ocean. One of the remarkable findings of the study was the vast distances covered by the seals. One seal traveled an astonishing 393 miles, showcasing the remarkable mobility of these marine creatures. Number 3. Seals sleep during their dives. Elephant seals may be one of the creatures with the strangest sleeping habits. The beach seems like the perfect place for a leisurely nap, and elephant seals certainly know how to make the most of their time on land. However, groundbreaking research has revealed that these seemingly lazy creatures have a sleep pattern that is anything but ordinary. In fact, they sleep just 2 hours a day in short bursts while performing deep dives in the ocean. Yes, you heard that right. These fascinating creatures take a nap while they're underwater. Scientists discovered that during their deep dives, elephant seals took short naps of approximately 10 minutes each. These napping periods were interspersed with 30-minute dives, during which the seals would spiral downwards while dreaming. It was also discovered that in shallower waters over the continental shelf, the seals sometimes slept while resting on the sea floor and would eventually turn upside down. The sleep patterns of elephant seals serve a crucial survival purpose. By sleeping while diving, these seals are able to evade predation. They are most vulnerable to predators such as sharks and orcas when they're near the ocean surface. Therefore, they spend only a few minutes there to take a breath between dives. Thanks to their remarkable ability to hold their breath for extended periods, they can enter a deep slumber on these dives below the surface. Number 2. Orcas team up to hunt a seal. Orcas are some of the ocean's most fearsome predators. They're not only fierce, strong, and intelligent, but they also hunt in groups, making it even more difficult for their targets to escape from them. One time, scientists witnessed the terrifying moment when a seal was stranded on sea ice because it was surrounded by 4 orcas. The orcas knew that they couldn't push the seal off the ice directly, but they were also aware that there were other ways to achieve this. In a coordinated effort, the 4 orcas went up and down the water, swimming all around to create waves strong enough to break the slab into smaller and smaller bits. Soon, the waves were able to knock the seal off the ice. The poor creature was no match for these crafty orcas. It's known that teamwork is a sign of intelligence, and orcas are really impressive for utilizing it to their advantage. Studying these creatures is really fascinating because of their diversity. Scientists have observed that one group of orcas may behave differently compared to other pods. Some of them also have unique hunting strategies. In a way, it can be said that they have a type of culture that distinguishes them from others. At this time, scientists are still debating whether non-human species truly experience culture or not, but they can't deny that many animals such as orcas are truly sophisticated creatures that hold many surprises. And now it's time for today's topic. There have been rumors that Russian scientists have found something startling in their Antarctic research. It's known that they have been at the forefront of the exploration of subglacial lakes in the continent for many decades. A few years ago, they successfully drilled through the ice and reached the surface of the lake. However, what they truly discovered beneath the ice has been surrounded by speculation and intrigue. Some say Russia broke the silence and revealed that Antarctica is not what we're being told, because when they drilled through the ice, they discovered something astounding. They allegedly found living beings that were part of a thriving city hidden deep in Antarctica. There are also theories that Russia has found several hotspots in the continent where their radar and scanning technology have detected suspicious activities under the ice. Many people speculate that strange beings have been secretly living in Antarctica all this time. Do you believe this hidden city exists? Number 1. Massive ice wall. Antarctica's massive ice walls have been the center of conspiracies for quite some time. For those who believe in a flat Earth, they're convinced that our planet is a circular disk, and Antarctica is the ice wall that serves as a barrier around the edge. The theory is further fueled by speculation that authorities have banned ordinary people from visiting Antarctica so that the truth about the icy wall and the flat Earth won't come out. Of course, scientists insist that while ice walls do exist in Antarctica, they do not surround the Earth, since Antarctica is a continent in the southern hemisphere. According to experts, an ice wall around the world is not sustainable unless it's attached to a landmass. It would just rapidly thin and disintegrate. With all of the mystery surrounding Antarctica, it's not surprising that many theories have come up regarding its true nature. The continent continues to capture the imagination of many people, giving birth to conspiracies that are truly out of this world. There are still many things in Antarctica that people have not yet uncovered. What Antarctic mystery intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.